Yo, what is happening? My name is Apton and welcome back to another video. Today, guys, what we have in store for you is a very spooky one, guys. It is Halloween, which means that we are going to be doing something really cool. I'm going to be touring a bunch of spooky bases. By the way, it's not necessarily Halloween for me yet. The End Times event hasn't started yet. We're a few hours before that, but I need to go contact all of the builders for this video right before it becomes the End Times event, because I don't want to really record when it's all you know, Halloween themed. It'll be kind of hard to see the builds. But yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be touring a bunch of spooky bases that were built for the build competition in my Discord server, and of course giving them the prizes that they won. Guys, this competition that we recently did was insane. Look at the prize pool. This was 150 million lumberbucks in total, so it was an insane amount of lumberbucks. So yeah, with that said, let's get straight into this video and see some spooky builds. Alrighty guys, so the first build was built by Bagel in my Discord server. His name is the official alts leader in game on Roblox. But yeah guys, this build is absolutely insane. This thing looks awesome. So yeah guys, this is a very cool building. You can see that there is a lot of roofs actually. That's one of the things that if you want to do good with building, you gotta get down, is how to build a good roof, and this guy has definitely got that down. You can see that he has split up the building into multiple different sections and then put steep roofs, which definitely matches the theme of his build, which is definitely reason for him to get he got first place on the competition, which is insane, which means that he won 50 million lumberbucks. I have yet to give that to him, but I'm going to right after I'm done recording. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. This guy is insane when it comes to building. You can see the framing is very fancy on the sides. It is turning night in the game, which is also gonna make this build come to life, because of course it's a haunted build, which means it's gonna probably look better at night, although I do see that it's not very well lit besides right here, so it might be a little bit hard to see. But yeah, you can see that he has used snow glow for the windows, which is really cool. Alrighty guys, it has turned night, which is super awesome. You can see that the build kind of comes to life during night because it's more of a spooky build. And yeah, I just want to direct the attention to just how cool this build is. Especially as the moon comes up. This is so awesome, and like the framing is just perfect. It's very detailed. You can see that there is some crossing right here and some very fancy framing over here. It seems like he's just done a lot of different designs for each section, which is really cool that he just like went full out. He has used koa wood for the framing and then walnut wood as the main. And then of course he has a neon wire going around this window. I think it would have been really cool if he did this for all of the windows, but I can imagine that just like getting a neon wire, he'd have to do it for each and every individual, you know, section for the build, which would have taken a long time. So I don't blame him for doing it, especially considering that the competition, you had some very limited time to do the competition. That's actually why he says that the back is currently unfinished. But yeah, he can definitely do a lot with this, build a really cool interior. I can't wait to see something like that if he does decide to continue with this build, because he could do something really cool with this. This was the first build, definitely a really awesome build. I'm gonna give him his 50 million and we can move on to the next build. Just look at how cool that build looks. It's so awesome, such a cool house. Alrighty guys, I'm going to hand over the $20 million. That is an insane amount of money to just be sending over to someone, but there is 20 million to this guy. That's insane. By the way, guys, I know I'm going to get questions for this, so I'll just answer them right now. So I'm on an alt because obviously I can't fit that much money. 50 million is a lot. So I have to use an alt to spread all the money out between slots because the maximum money per slot is 20 million. Anything above that won't save. And so yeah, I have to use an alt on the Windows app, which is the laggiest thing ever. For some reason, the Windows app is just, it's literal computer poison. It's not good for my computer. Anyways, the reason I have so much money, I actually have $150 million on this account because so many people had donated for this competition, so that was insane, and we're gonna get even more, I'm sure, for the next competition. So make sure you guys are in my Discord server if you want to participate in a competition and possibly win an insane amount of lumber bucks. Link is in the description and at the end of the video on the end card of this video. Alrighty guys, next we have this build from ICZ884, aka Fabulous Fabs 01 on Discord. And yeah, this one got him 3rd place on the build competition. This is really cool. So you can see that there is some demon eyes up here and what appears to be the Eye of Cthulhu from Terraria, which is awesome. I don't know if that was the intention, but I mean, it looks exactly like the Eye of Cthulhu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's been a while since I played Terraria, but I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, yeah, this is a really cool build. Look at this hand, guys. I mean, I struggle to draw hands. I've gotten a lot better, but like building one seems even harder, and this guy absolutely nailed it. This is a really cool looking hand. And yeah, it's very creepy, obviously green flesh. And then over here, I guess we have a pentagram, but it seems to be the Star of David. So I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And then over here we have this tree. This tree looks awesome, guys. And then just a bunch of gravestones are dotted around, and then what appears to be a coffin of some sort, and a little spider web on it made of wires, which is super awesome, very cool. And this guy actually made not just one build, but he also built an entirely other plot for Halloween, so we're gonna check that out right now. Alrighty guys, so this is the guy's other base. He's on an alt right now. I'm blacklisted. Oh no, never mind. But anyways, this is the other base. It looks absolutely epic. This thing is awesome. This is, I believe he's building this for someone else or something, so he built it on an alt account. I'm not entirely sure, but you can see that the interior is not necessarily decorated yet, but I mean, considering that he was able to pump out 2 different builds for this competition was insane. He didn't actually submit this one, which I find really interesting. I think he probably just built this right after it ended or something, but this thing is absolutely amazing. Look at how awesome it is. Looks like the roof trim is not entirely finished, but it's still really cool what he has so far. This thing is really cool. It kind of looks like Santa's workshop, except if it was really creepy and spooky. Oh wow. And there's also a really cool back, so that's also really cool. I have a feeling that he would have gotten higher than 3rd place on the competition had he submitted this one. But yeah, this thing is so awesome. I am really impressed by this, and a very cool porch over here. Obviously, it's still a work in progress, so yeah, I would imagine he's gonna put like a lawn out here, and obviously put a really cool decorational interior in here. Put some, you know, it looks like there's some shelves here. Whoa, that kind of tripped my mind. I was like, what? There's no texture. No, it's snow glow wood. It doesn't look like snow glow wood in here. Unless you look at it from this angle, but it kind of looks like a different wood from here. But yeah, no, this is snow glow wood. This thing looks absolutely insane. That is so cool. So this guy he just submitted one of his builds, so he has won 25 million, which is still a lot of lumber bucks. I feel like he could have probably gotten second or maybe even first place with this thing had he like decorated the interior with the time that he had for the other build. But I'm very impressed by the Eye of Cthulhu that he built. This is just overall a really good, very good builder. This is such a cool build. I'm very impressed. All right, guys. That is pretty much it for this build. Let's move on to the next. Alrighty guys, next up we have Tough Keys build on Discord, aka NPC Keralis DIK on Roblox, and this thing is absolutely insane. This thing is massive, and yeah, you guys can see this absolutely insane work on the fence. It looks so good. Definitely matches the theme really well. It goes all the way around the base, and it is, I guess he didn't get around to it on this side, but on the front it is decorated with wires to make them look like bricks, so that also looks really cool. And yeah, you can see the gate has, I think that's goldwood right here. It's kind of hard to see because yeah, now it is the End Times event, so now the lighting is all weird. But yeah, guys, over here it looks like I have died. This is what appears to be my gravestone, and someone who is unfortunately tied up in this tree, which is also very sad. Over here we have a whole graveyard, and that's pretty cool. It looks like he has made good use of wires to hold some of these wooden gravestones up and together. That's super cool and creative. And then yeah, you can see the main build. It looks super creepy, and you can see that he has even done this all entirely out of tiny glass panes. I guess some of them are small glass panes, but guys, can you imagine placing all of these tiny glass panes to make all of these windows look shattered? I mean, that would take forever. And yeah, this guy also did an entire interior in the time. Oh, looks like this is a guy tied up. That's kind of sad. But anyways, let's go ahead and come in here. Oh man, that looks so good. So what we have is the Arctic light painting right here. Kind of looks gloomy in this lighting especially, and I don't know about you, but this looks really creepy, and honestly, this is so cool. Okay, so these are cauldrons, but like the emptiness of this room honestly kind of contributes to its feeling. I mean, like, look at the lighting on the floors, and I assume that's the same with this side over here. We got a TV, a bed, and a couch, which again, with the End Times lighting, it looks very creepy. And of course the shattered windows, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there is a second floor. So once we are done exploring the two other rooms in here, we will check that out. So over here we have what appears to be, I'm not really sure what these are. They might be like curtains or something. Or, oh, actually those are for the lighting system that we will see when it turns night. But anyways, over here we have a dining table, which, oh, that's super cool. Some of these these chairs are on their side and not in their place, which really makes this place come to life. It makes it look really creepy. All right, let's go ahead and check out the upstairs of this building. Yep, he's going to open the door, and it looks like this is just a very empty bathroom. You got two toilets and I guess a shower, but there's no sink, so I guess we're just gonna have to maybe wash our hands off in the shower or just go unsanitary. I don't know. Alright, well, that's super cool. Alright, next we have in here, which appears to be empty. I mean, like I say, there's not a lot of time given for the build competition, so I don't really blame anyone for not being able to completely deck out all of their builds. But yeah, I think that might be, yeah, that's the only room that he has decorated up here is this room over here. So yeah, that's super awesome. Now let's go ahead and walk out of here because there's actually a super cool lighting system effect that he has done. So let's go ahead and wait for night and see what this is. Alrighty guys, it looks like he has turned on the lighting effects, so that is super cool. So it looks like it's just a bunch of neon wires that just flash, and I guess he has a bunch of them. Let's actually go up and see how he did it. So I guess, okay, so he has it hooked into a loop and then also a clock time to make sure that it is, I guess, night before these actually start flashing. So that's super cool. I don't know if I can get out of here. Oh my, I can't move objects. Please let me out. I can't get out. Ah, help. Alrighty guys, he has come over to help me, and yeah guys, he has turned it on for the entire freaking building, and look at how cool it is. It looks kind of almost like the thing is getting struck by lightning, but it's also kind of like all of the lights inside of the building are kind of like flashing, which is super cool. So it looks like he has used orange neon wires for this. Let's see how it looks inside. Oh, it's so creepy, especially with the end times lighting. I mean, I keep saying that, but yeah, it's super creepy, and it definitely makes this build really cool to see. So yeah guys, these lighting effects are super cool. It just makes the entire build come to life. Great job, NPC. He actually would have won first place had he not already have won a build competition in the past. But yeah, this is an insanely good build. Great job on it, Tufkey. This is awesome. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to what I believe is the final build. Alrighty guys, next up we have this insane build. This is actually my personal favorite out of all of them, though he didn't get first place. I think he got fourth place. I think this is honestly one of the best ones out of all of them because of just how much dedication he went into using all of these different super awesome special textures, like using the bottom of sawmills for the concrete texture, and I believe these are out of context or full context paintings. I can't remember what they're called. And stuff like that. Just a lot of different uses of really cool materials. He has definitely put a lot of effort into this. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off by heading into here. You can see just how immersive this build is. I mean, I think that's a fox head over there and a deer head, and then over here just look at how good of a job he did. Put some eyes in what appears to be a bottle and some pumpkins and just different creepy items on this shelf. It looks really cool. We got is that a bat or something? Just I can't tell. I think that's a bat. Hold on, let me ask, what is this? Okay, so he says that we haven't been able to identify what this creature is, but all we know is that he is trapped inside of this bird cage, which is awesome. And I just want to direct your attention to all of the attention to detail. You can see that he has used the bottom of car spawners for the floors, and then he's used gloomy paintings for the walls, which gives it a really cool black effect. And then over here we got more shelves with more creepy items. It's just overall a really cool build. And if you come outside, you can see that the windows are also really cool looking. It's just pure black over there, and you can see there is some curtains. I wish we could see this when it isn't the end times event, but you know, what can you do? But it is really cool to see it during the end times event. So yeah, over here we got what appears to be a skeleton, but with a pumpkin head, which is really cool looking. And it's just on the corner of this broken shop. And I can't tell okay, so there isn't a second floor, but you can see how he did it. You can see that he just used a ton of paintings, and he has so many paintings just waiting for his other builds. And yeah, this is gonna be such a cool build once he is done with it. He's basically just building a city block. And so yeah, it looks so cool. Great job on this. League of Legends, aka YRAFA3321. This is super awesome. I love these stairs as well. It looks like he's used some sort of logic to do this, and it just looks so cool. And there's even some pressure plates on the side. He just went all out trying to find all of the different special materials that you can't get just by filling in blueprints or whatever. So yeah, it's super cool. Over here I assume is just unfinished, but yeah, it's so cool what he has done with this. But yeah, anyways, that is pretty much it for all of the builds. Great job to all of the winners of the build competition. And guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of some spoilers. So the next competition that we're going to be doing is going to be Christmas themed. Make sure that you're in my Discord server for that, because the prize pool is probably going to be even more than last time with this Halloween event. So it's probably going to be even more than 50 million for the first place winner. So make sure you get on board with that, because you could end up winning an insane amount of money. And so yeah, just join my Discord server and keep a lookout in the competitions channel. I'll ping everyone once that actually happens. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Link in the description to my Discord server, and I'll see you in the next video once it's out. See ya!